Hey everybody, Koosemose here, back with Regrowth. And, well, to be honest, I'm really not enjoying this map anymore, or this mod pack. There's entirely too much drudgery with with very little in the way of automation. Now, there is some automation I can do with Buildcraft that I can eventually get to, and I've actually been doing work to get to that point. But there's a lot of what I would consider basic automation just kind of missing. Pretty much everything requires a fairly large amount of drudgery, and in addition to, well, Buildcraft's kind of messy, and I need to pay attention to, how much entities I have going on and everything. So, most of the automation I can do with Buildcraft at this point would be sending things on pipes, having overflow. I have no idea why I've got zombies coming in. Oh, I left the door open. That was smart of me. But most of the automation I can do, aside from just, small scale things like this, which will take a while to actually, here won't overflow because the hoppers actually pulls out. This eventually would, but it's so incredibly slow. I don't have methods for moving things between chests other than golems, which, 5 golems, better not be another bloody zombie, just for 4 fields. And as you can see, they're already making a bit of a mess. I actually cleared out this chest earlier, and it's already full. And it takes me, well, for example, for this episode, I've been working for probably about 5 hours just doing the boring drudge work that I need to get done before I can try to do interesting things on camera. And, there's really nothing, despite how much I've advanced, I feel like I've advanced a fair bit, it still requires a whole lot of just drudge work. I've been making, let's see over here, I've been working on making all of these, making 10 runes of wrath, and honestly, having to make a lot of runes is a pain. With just Botania, it's fine, because, for example, I only need, most cases, like, I'll need a couple runes of wrath. But just to get Buildcraft going beyond just the pipes, get towards the capability to do automation, I had to make these 10 runes of wrath, which are kind of a pain. Runes of earth, those are pretty easy. And then winter, which requires water and earth, and that's a lot of crafting that I just have to click each thing on the table, and honestly, it's a pain that's not really worth the effort. So this is going to be the final episode of Regrowth. You might notice here I have a extremely powerful wand, which is completely cheated in. At this point in time, I don't really feel it matters. But yeah, I'm not even, if I were to be filming this recording this as a regular episode, I still probably have a couple more hours of work to get enough things prepped up to actually have a solid episode where I don't have to sit here and run back and forth, grab, I'm about to die in here. Let's just drop one of these cakes down. There we go. I don't have to just run back and forth to my house and get things out. And okay, yeah, the house wasn't well placed with everything out there. I thought I would get to machines a little sooner. But I'm just now starting to get to the point where I can maybe use machines. And of course, the mod pack insists on using, well, an irregular set of mods. And, you know, a lot of these are, well, I really love Agricraft. It seems like a really fun mod. And there's a lot you can do with it, and magical crops and the ones that go with it. But, you know, okay, mechanism, and it's probably great for people who like it, but I'm pretty sure I'm getting towards mechanism. But so far the book has given me no guidance towards it. I've had quests for forestry stuff, which is all well and good, but most of forestry's machines they're fairly forestry focused. You've got, you know, the centrifuge for honey, and you can make some biofuel. That's nice and all, but the lack of any kind of clue on what I'm doing with mechanism, which, as far as I can tell, should be my main technical mod, just leaves me doing pretty much everything by hand. I honestly don't even know if mechanism can do what I want out of it. So, yeah. However, oh, it's going to be a bad day for you, buddy. I've decided we're going to go out with a bang. And when I say with a bang, I really mean with a bang. However, we're going to have to get away from the zombies first. Let us go ahead and hop over to creative mode. Actually, we don't need to do that. It's going to be a really bad day for you, buddy. You have my door. That's rude. So yeah, I think, yeah, we're going to pretty much just turn this entire place, well, a good chunk of it, into TNT. I like the premise. Did I run out of? No, I'm in creative mode. It just takes a while to catch up. I like the premise of this mod pack. Just, I feel like it could be a little better organized, I suppose. If you're going to focus on irregular mods, you should probably make a bit of an effort to introduce them to the player. And, yeah, you know, there's probably a lot of stuff out there with mechanism, but that's really the problem with Minecraft mods in general. If you don't know what you can do with them, it's a little hard to figure out what you might want to do. Yeah, we're pretty much... this whole place is going to go up. Making a mess everywhere, of course. And those... I realize it's not directly... Whoops! Well, I didn't mean for that to happen already. There goes a significant part of everything. A little sooner than I wanted to. How did... oh, I made that to get up out of there. Okay. Well, you can just go up. Right, I set that off myself. I have no idea what actually set this off. But it did. What? Okay. We just turned everything into grass. Not what I wanted, obviously. Yeah, it just really seems as though there should have been a little more effort to introduce the mods rather than just the very disjointed quest lines. I don't know. Like, I started off enjoying this, and a lot of that has to do with, you know, I do expect a mod pack of this general type. At the beginning, it's going to be a bit of drudge work, and drudge work's all well and good the first time you're doing it. You know, the first couple times, yeah, I expect you've got the Agrarian Skies type maps where, you know, you've got a lot of sifting, crash landing, all that, and some of you may have seen me play through crash landing. I played through that just fine, and it's a lot of drudge work, but the thing is, the difference that Regrowth seems to be missing is it doesn't feel like, you know, I've never gotten out of the drudge work stage. And honestly, spending, like I said, I think probably another 3 hours just to get this one episode. That's 8 hours for one 30-minute episode. That is... Why are you making things the wrong thing again? You know, that's just a ridiculous amount of work for 30-minute episode. And yeah, I really, really honestly hate... Oh, it's because I'm going down when I do it. I got it. Whoops. Okay, I realize what I'm doing wrong now. But I really, honestly hate quitting before I'm done. At least with the main quest lines. But, like I said, I'm not enjoying it, and on top of that, as I said, it's a rather unreasonable amount of work. So I do apologize to anybody that has, to those who have been watching and enjoying it, but hopefully we can find a proper replacement, which I rather hope everybody will enjoy. Everybody, including myself, will enjoy. But this is... Did something hiss? Oh, just things getting replaced. Alright, I think I've done a pretty good job here. Let's get these trees a bit more. I want nothing standing, and that includes trees. It just randomly goes slow, but I suppose I am replacing a ridiculous amount of blocks. I don't want anything standing. You go. Yeah, okay. I don't know why I expect anything to be standing after this much TNT goes off. We saw just what just the walls have done. You know, just in case things change and something happens to make it where I'm more likely to enjoy the mod pack again, I do have a backup before I started doing all this mess. So I suppose if there's enough interest and if things change enough that I can actually start enjoying myself playing this, I might be able to pick it back up. But it'll probably be a while. So I think we're just about at a... Oh, hey, look, here's grass that I don't want to leave behind. We're going to leave this world worse than we started it in. I don't think that's how it's supposed to happen, but hey. It's certainly much funner this way. And I figure I might as well get... Ooh, hey buddy. What are the chances that you'll survive? That's a pretty good distance. Oh, and those... I think I started talking about that earlier. Those freaking wolves. I got to the point where I was lit up so much outside that I have died so many times to wolves spawning right in the middle of my place. And whether or not that's something that the mod pack maker has direct control of, that is definitely what I would call an unfun mechanic. You know, it'd be one thing if this is supposed to be a super hostile type of map, and even those, you know, you expect standard Minecraft mechanics for the most part to hold true. You know, such things as a well-lit area won't spawn hostile mobs. And direwolves are very hostile and very mobby. That doesn't make sense. Alright, this won't actually do much other than get rid of that dirt. That's okay. I'm fine with that. The sand... Well, the sand will probably fall, right? Shame I can't change that, but I'm pretty sure it'll explode. Alright. Let us go ahead and put just a little bit of TNT up here. That should take care of things nicely. I can't turn any of this. Amazing, it still recognizes that it has blood in it. Let's up. Okay. And let's see if this sets things off. Yeah, here we go. That was satisfying. Let's see what survived. Somehow, how do you survive? Are you explosion resistant? Yes, you are. You know what? I've got creative mode. Suck on it. And this somehow still stands. Boom. There we go. One lonely little block. Well, you won't last long. Now, as far as what's going to come to replace this, to be honest, it was kind of a spur-of-the-moment decision based on the ridiculous amount of work I've had to put in for minimal payoff both for myself and for you guys, so I'm honestly not certain what's going to be replacing it for the time being. More than likely, I have taken to using the Binding of Isaac for kind of a filler. So, if anybody likes Binding of Isaac, be sure to check that out. And if you're not familiar with it, actually, you know, give a couple episodes a watch. I've got a few already on the channel from that I've started using as filler recently, so you know, if you think it might, well, you know, give the first episode a try. Maybe it'll be down your alley. If not, oh well, you know. But I would like to come back to, well, one, I'd like to continue modded Minecraft, but Agrarian Skies, yeah, I know there's a few people playing it, but it doesn't really I would prefer it to be a little more complete. As far as I've seen, it's still very beta. You know, there's a lot of work to be done, which isn't a bad thing. It's a recognized thing. I just don't, you know, I've played, well, this is technically in, well, it doesn't have an alpha beta tag, I don't think, but it's a version 0.74, so it's not fully ready, so there's issues with that. Several others I've played have been in the not quite ready, and either have suffered problems because of it, or like in the case of Crash Landing, were intended to have a bit more of an end game and just never got it. So I'd really, you know, I played the first Agrarian Skies. That was before I started. Well, it wasn't on camera, so I really enjoyed it. I just would rather avoid, both my own enjoyment and your all's enjoyment, I would rather wait until it is settled down. There have been a fair amount of changes in the early stages, and I'd rather not have to figure out how to mess around with those. You know, there's a risk of things getting reset and such. But anyways, for now, we'll be back later this week with a bit more Binding of Isaac. And those will actually be a little weird because we've also got a filler on another series that is on break waiting for the next episode. And I already recorded one of them, and the order is just a little messed up. That's alright. Binding of Isaac isn't a very serial game. Each episode is standalone. So, no real worries. But, you know, give that a try, and I don't know if I will be back with a new Minecraft. Probably, I don't know if I'll be back with any Minecraft series next week. Minecraft may take a short break while I try to find something appropriate that will be fun for me to play and for you guys to watch. Since, as I said, this wasn't really planned ahead and wasn't expected. It just, honestly, I just realized the level of frustration wasn't worth it. So I hope to see you all in the next series. But until next time, guys, catch you later.